Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Capricorn in the month of July 2020. Hello, Capricorn. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. All right, friends, welcome to July, 7 months in the rear view for 2020. How has it been? Still a pandemic outside, so wherever you are in the world, Capricorn, I hope you're safe, happy, and healthy. Please continue to take all precautions as you're out mingling in society again, meeting up with friends and family. Just be careful, okay? Let's see. Here in the States, it was recently 4th of July, so happy 4th to those who were celebrating here in the States. If you were able to, if you were out, watching fireworks or barbecuing or hanging out in the pool, whatever you were doing, I hope it was a good time. And again, please be safe, okay? I know at this time it could be still very difficult for people, financially speaking, spiritually and emotionally speaking. We're all struggling in our own ways, but know that your girl is wishing you the best. You have my sympathy, you have my empathy. I understand it's hard to kind of see the positive, but I encourage everybody to try and do so. Try to be positive, try and err on the side of optimism, and keep, wishing for a better tomorrow, okay? All right, Capricorn, any other announcements? Yes, you will see me live here next week on the channel on July the 11th. That is, however, for Cancer's birthday season. If you want to hang out and just watch me do tarot readings live for them, you're welcome to do so. If you want to, just have a sneaky peek into the life of what is going on with a particular Cancer, feel free to drop by and, just witness and listen to the readings that I give out. If you just want to come by and support the channel, that would be super cool, okay? So that is on the 11th, most likely at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or however you say that these days. I think EST is, I think you're supposed to say EDT. I don't remember. Anyway, let's get into it. See, Cancer. Capricorn, I have shuffled off camera. That is your main spread there. I will shuffle on camera now for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all of the cards are out and they're lying face up on the table, that's when the reading begins. Timestamp for that is in the description box if you want to jump ahead. Also, down in the description box, you'll find the information you need if you want to get a personal reading with me. If you have a question before you place an order, just go ahead and email me at the same address and I will answer you as soon as I can. And down there, you will also see the link to my Instagram account if you want to follow me there. Right now, I'm pulling oracle cards whenever I can and interpreting those intuitively. I also recently did a pick a card on there, and I had fun doing that, so I'll probably put that together again sometime soon for you guys. So if you're interested in any of that, again, the link for the Instagram is down there, okay? All right, let's do it. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Let me see the outcome for Capricorn in July 2020, please. I'm going to see July 2020 outcome for Capricorn. Please show me. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. That was like a real subtle flip, like I didn't even notice. When I'm doing that, I'm shuffling with my eyes closed, so I have to like feel it, and that didn't like pop out. That was very interesting. Anyway, let's flip what came face down, okay? Cancer, okay, there. So maybe you guys are connecting with the Cancer. Anyway, please show me where Capricorn is in July 2020. Please show me Capricorn in July 2020. Please show me. Okay. Whew. Wow. That like punched me in my third eye. That was really... okay, maybe that's why. All right, coming in to July, Capricorn, you come in with the energy of the Sun card. Secondary major for Leo. You could be dealing with a Leo, but you don't have to be. Excuse me. So, bursting with energy, bursting with inspiration, bursting possibly with happiness and contentment and joy. I, of course, would hope that's the case for most of you, if not all of you. But this feels like, more than anything, it feels like determination. Determination to be happy. Determination to feel joy and contentment. Determination to feel inspired and reinvigorated or reconnected in some type of way. This feels like a personal thing. This feels like after a long time of dreariness, a long time of uncertainty, a long time of feeling disconnected in some sense of the word. You are making it a point, like, I'm gonna be fucking happy. It's kind of what I'm laughing because like it's good because like that's the attitude you're supposed to have if you're trying to manifest, if you're trying to change your mindset, your outlook, your even your own vibration or your brain pattern you know what I mean. I think you get what I mean. And it's sometimes it's an issue of mind over matter, and I think that's kind of how many of you are approaching this energy, or how you're utilizing it, right? Mind over matter, right? And based off of some of the things that I said at the beginning, we're in a pandemic. We're in an economic crisis here in the States and several other places around the world, right? There's a lot of like upheaval going on, right? And in such a haywire moment, you kind of have to focus on the good shit, or get your mind right, get yourself focused on making the best out of a bad situation. And I kind of feel like that's what you're doing. And you're doing it sort of with your Capricorn charm, so to speak, which is to simply state, I am doing this. This is what I want. Or this is where I'm going. Capricorn, huge work ethic, okay? Not someone, I would say probably of the 3 earth signs, you're the least likely to be discouraged by tough times, okay? I feel you... I feel like you get really feisty when things don't go your way. You really look at, again, a bad situation with a lot of disdain, with like a lot of like disgust, yeah? And I think that's what you're coming out of. I'm tired of looking at a situation and having these negative feelings about it, or feeling like I can't do anything about it, or feeling like everything that I have done is wasted. And I think some of you are like, you know what? I just wasn't looking at it the right way. I wasn't feeling inspired the right way, or I wasn't feeling, it's sort of like almost like law of attraction, right? You can desire good things, but if you don't actually believe, if you don't actually have faith, if you don't actually practice mindfulness on creating the reality that you want, you're wasting your efforts, right? So law of attraction is not just wishing for something and the universe gives it to you. No, you have to match your actions have to match your vibrations, and your vibrations have to match your actions. So if you want good things in your life, it can't just be thinking, I want good things, I want good things, I want good things, I want to be happy, I want to be happy, I want to be happy. No, you have to also do things that make you happy. You have to exhibit that in your behaviors, and some of you are learning that. There it is. It's like, so some of you are now putting 1 and 1 together. 2 plus 2 makes 4. 1 plus 1 equals 2. You're doing the simple arithmetic of it in terms of the law of attraction, right? That's a very simple way of boiling down what the law of attraction is. You have to think what you want, and you have to act towards what you want, or you have to be what you want, okay? So if you've been wanting a relationship of quality, right? Just as an example, it wouldn't make sense to, when you're out on a date or when you're talking to someone, think negatively. That's defeating the purpose. You're on a date, you're getting to know the guy, you're getting to know the girl, whatever, and the conversation is flowing, but on the inside, you're just like, this person is a piece of shit, this person is stupid, they're so much below my level, this is not going to go anywhere, oh my God, look at his teeth, there's no way, blah, 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 blah. Then you're defeating it. You're defeating it. You're not able to actually manifest a good relationship with a person. Or it could be the opposite. You're sitting across from the person, but you're criticizing yourself. Oh, I hope my hair is okay. I hope they. Oh man, was that the smart thing to say? Oh my God, my laugh is so obnoxious. He or she must think I'm a total idiot. You're not showing to the universe through your behavior, or excuse me, through your thoughts. Even though you're on a date and you're laughing, you're having a good time, you're cracking jokes. You're talking about pop culture. You're sharing whatever. Internally, your vibration or where you're mentally putting yourself is in the dumpster. So you're going to not get what you want. So this Sun card is telling me you are now putting the actions to match your vibration and your vibrations to match your actions. You're finally getting it. Congratulations. Very good. Now, What else happens? Right. Similar. So what I'm, well, okay. So you're not, What's that? Okay. This is something else. That's interesting. The past couple of readings I've had have been bisected. Like one line says something and another line says something else. So on this top line, you're waking up to this. This is like, starting your engines, gentlemen, start your engines, revving up, right? Now, the caveat here is, Capricorn, you might not be able to go anywhere just yet. I mean, granted, we're still in a pandemic, so that could be it. You might want, maybe one of your desires, maybe what you're, going for is wanting to travel or wanting to meet up with people that you haven't seen in a long time. Travel restrictions are still in play. So, again, it's like starting your engines, but you're not leaving the gate yet. You're not leaving the starting line just yet. There's still unfinished business, perhaps. Chariot in reverse. Show you this card upright so you can get better used to it. And again, this is secondary major, or excuse me, this is primary major for Cancer. So I mentioned them in the opening. I stumbled using their name instead of yours, so you might have an overlap with a Cancer. If so, you might want to check out their reading. I don't even remember what I said about them, so it may or may not apply to you. But because this is in reverse, I feel like false start. I feel like unfinished business. Thank you. There might be, I could see that. There might be this tendency for you, not tendency, but this byproduct of you being so inspired and ready to get on with your life or get down to the business of manifesting better things for your future, that you leave certain things unattended, or you're ready to just let something fall by the wayside. And this Chariot feels like a no, Capricorn, you got to clean that up before you go. It's I'm not doing this. This is not me. This is an image that they gave me to convey to you. You know how like when you take a kid to daycare or preschool or something like that, and that's where they learn like their basics, right? How to clean up after themselves. So before you can go to recess, or before we can go to playtime, or before we can do anything, all the toys have to go back into their boxes. And there's usually that one or two kids who's like stubbornly leaves the blocks out or forgets to put the crayons back, whatever, right? And so the teacher has to come and say, little Dylan, little Barbarella, what the fuck? And anyway, they tell the little kid, okay, you were playing with that, weren't you? Yeah. Okay, so you need to pick it up and put it back where I don't want to. And it's like, no, you want to move outside and go to recess or go drink your little juice box. You can't drink your juice box until the crayons are back in their box. Go put the crayons back in the box. That's what this is telling me that you have to do. Now, do you want to do that? Does little Barbarella want to do that? No. I mean, sometimes kids are compliant, sometimes they're not, I don't hang around them enough, but I'm pretty sure that's what they do. So if little Barbarella wants to stand there and, pitch a fit over putting crayons back, that's what they're going to do. I don't know that all of you are throwing a fit, but you're certainly not wanting to go clean up after yourself, or go clean up a situation, or go put the finishing touches on something, right? Unfinished business. I don't know in what context that is talking about, but the image they gave me was a little preschooler being told by their teacher, clean up your mess, and then you can go outside. Go clean up this, and then you can go have a little juice box. Go do this, and then we can get down to the business of finger painting, right? So the thing that you want, all those things, recess, juice boxes, finger painting, that's all under the energy of the sun. Like if you think about it, when you were a little kid, like, did you really want to sit there and do math, or did you much prefer to go outside and play with your friends? Like, you see what I mean? So everything that's under the sun is about happiness, joy, excitement, invigoration about life. Just being smiley and full of joy. But to get to it, you have to clean up after yourself, or you have to finish something up. Now, the Chariot also in tarot, I mean, in general, talks about progression. So the progression that you desire, that you could have if it came in the upright, is on delay. It's literally delayed until something is wrapped up. What that something is, I don't know. You know. The only thing they keep showing me is little Barbarella. I don't know why. Maybe some of you like that movie, Barbarella, right? Isn't that, that's like from the 70s or 60s with Jane Fonda, right? Never saw it, but I think that's what that is. Anyway, that's what they keep showing me. This child who wants to go outside, and maybe I used to be that child. Maybe that's why I resonate with that image. Jay, go clean up this. No! And I'm standing inside being punished because I didn't want to do the thing that I was told to do. Now, I'm not saying you are being punished. Maybe some of you are, or you feel that way. And these two are major arcanas, right? So that's oversight by the universe, spirit, God, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, right? There's a higher influence on these themes or on these issues in your life. So you might feel the universe is against me. You might feel, man, I can't catch a break. Go finish what you need to finish. Go wrap something up. Go clean up after yourself. Which again, Capricorn, I know you can do it. You're tired of it. You're tired of doing it. Okay, there it is. You're tired of doing it. That's why. You feel you've done enough. You feel you've handled this so many times. And now you're just like, why do I have to keep dealing with this? Why do I have to keep going back here? Apparently something's not finished. I don't know what that is, but that's kind of what's coming across here. So, yeah. So, some of you, not all of you, especially those who are resonating with this message, or you kind of know what I'm saying is kind of correct, if not pretty correct, okay? Others of you, you're more skeptical. Others of you, like I just said, I've already done what I need to do. I've wrapped that up, or I cleaned that up, or I've taken care of that. And you're just like, there's this uncertainty of, you're worried. Okay, there it is. You're worried. Got it. Okay. So for some of you, because again, the Chariot is about a delay or having to go back towards something when it's in reverse, right? So whatever you have to go back towards, a person, a place, a relationship, a connection, some type of social, what's that? Oh, like a gathering. I don't know. That's strange. I don't know what that was. It was like a bunch of people. It was like a party, but it was also like not a party. It was like a good time, but it wasn't a good time. It was very strange. Anyway, whatever you have to go back towards, you're uncertain to do so because it has a certain pull. It has a certain hold on you. Has a certain influence on you. Okay. If this was about, I don't know your life. I don't know who I'm talking to specifically. So I'm just going to pull this as an example and, apply it to your life if it applies, or, find the similarities if it's there. So let's say you're like someone who's in their early 20s and you recently graduated college, or you recently got a job and all this other kind of stuff, right? And something of your former life, when you were partying at college, when you were doing all kinds of drugs and alcohol and just acting a fool and living, doing what many people when they're young, they do. Now that you've, quote unquote, grown up, right? And you come back home, or you go back towards your old stomping grounds, it's like your old friends, or just being in your favorite bar that you used to hang out in when you were in college, right? It's like this temptation to go back to the old you, or the ways in which people knew you, is like what you're hesitant about, right? So I used to be known as somebody who could do 2 keg stands in a night and keep on partying until the sun came up. And now you're in your mid-20s, and, your old college friends are coming to town, or there's a reason to go back to, the local college town bar, or visit your old frat house or sorority, whatever. And you're afraid that in that environment around those people, you'll resort to being who you used to be, which is not on the target for what you want to be doing in the future. However, the universe is saying you got to wrap something up with that old version of yourself. You've got loose ends over there, right? I don't know what the details are. That's for you to figure out. That's for you to discern, and that's for you to make decisions about. But going back gives you some type of anxiety, makes you nervous, leaves you in this feeling of the Two of Pentacles. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What's the right choice here? What's the right option here? What do I need to do to get the best outcome, right? Capricorn is always thinking that. What do I need to do to have the best outcome? What is the most optimal outcome for me? So you're already aware that something has to be done regarding your past, but because maybe for some of you, you lose a part of yourself, you feel unduly influenced because of the people you're around or the environment that you're around. In some of your cases, it could be, and here's the thing. Take all I'm saying with a grain of salt, and again, use your own discernment. In some of your cases, it is a dysfunctional issue, or an issue that, how can I say it? For some of you, you honestly might feel a little dangerous going back to this scenario, to this person, to this state of mind, but there's something about it has to be completed. Like a cycle hasn't truly been complete. Okay, thank you. Let's say some of you left. Wow, that's interesting. Wow. That could be why the Chariot also is in reverse. You have tried to leave something. And, okay. Here's another scenario that they're painting in my head. Let's say you had a connection, friendship, relationship, marriage, whatever it was, and it was dysfunctional. It was nasty, right? And you left town, like packed up the car, took a duffel bag or two, and just drove off, right? It's like you're driving down the highway, down the road, and the car conks out on you. The gas tank is on empty. And in your haste in leaving, you forgot your wallet, you forgot, a cell phone so you could call AAA, and you just end up stopped dead in the middle of nowhere. No one to help you, no way to help yourself. In your haste to get away, you end up having to be called back to, or you've only made half the quote-unquote escape. This is very dramatic. I'm just using it for illustration purposes. I hope that's not anybody's true situation. But because you didn't properly, again, quote-unquote, properly end the situation before you left, you're going to be called back to it. That happens. That's just the cycles of life. That's just about patterns in life. And unfortunately, sometimes people want to leave dysfunctional patterns before they're actually resolved. You can leave, other types of patterns, other types of conditions in your life or conditioning in your life and still be drawn back to it. And it's not about, anything too volatile or nasty involving another person. But that's the scenario that they just painted in my head. Someone trying to escape a bad situation, a bad connection with a person, a friend, a family member, a lover, whoever. And you can't get out of it because it's not been completed the right way, quote unquote, the right way. I don't know what that means. Okay. So to put it in like a real world terminology or situation, this happens all the time, by the way. Let's say you were married and you never got a divorce, and you go on and you go to a new relationship, and you marry that person in some different locality, some different state, some different country, right? And something else happens legally, or something happens with your health, or something happens medically, like a medical emergency, or something happens with tax and Social Security or whatever. Like those things happen all the time, like Dateline and 2020 and all those like types of shows. They talk about that stuff. Leading a double life. He had left his wife back in Utah, and then he went and remarried another woman who lived in Florida. It's like that type of shit. You're not going to be able to get to the sun because you didn't end the first marriage. So you become a polygamist, which is illegal in the United States, okay? And it's just like, no. So you have to go back. But there's this energy of, I don't want to go back. I'm afraid to go back. I'm uncertain of what's going to happen when I go back. I, again, am telling you with a huge grain of salt, use your own discernment. If it's not safe to go back, don't go back. I'm not telling you to run back towards your abusive partner. I'm not trying to tell you to run back into the arms of dysfunction. But I sense that is a lot of your apprehension. So I get it. I get it. But cosmically, this is what the message is. It's not finished, so you're going to end up going back there anyway. So if you're going to go back, be wise about what you're doing. Go in there with purpose. Bring help. Bring backup. If this is about, like with that first example, going back to your old college town for, to see old friends, or to take in, maybe sports is opening up where you are. Maybe you want to see your old college team play, and you want to go to a tailgate, and all of a sudden somebody puts a cake stand in front of you, and you're like, I can do it. I can still do this cake stand. And you're like 40 years old. Like, take your friends with you. Whoever's going to keep you from doing that. I understand the hesitation, but like, you get it. I'm done beating this down. So, what else happens for Capricorn? Please show me. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So, right? Yes, thank you. 7 of Pentacles. So everything that I was just saying, I'm telling you, don't take my word for it. Jay told me to go back. No. Go back when you have a game plan. Here it is, game plan. 7 of Pentacles. When you have a plan, you have an exit strategy. I'm going to be in town for a week. The ball game happens on a Friday going into or a Saturday going into a Sunday. I'm not, whatever. Plan ahead. If you know your weaknesses, and I think not all Capricorns, but those who are inclined, you definitely know your weaknesses. Some of you try to ignore it and you act like it's not a problem. That's your business. But those who are aware, if you have an issue, if you have a problem, if you are susceptible to, Capricorn has a lot of strong capabilities, but, going back to this whole situation of like possibly a marriage or possibly some romantic entanglement from your past, this person makes you weak in the knees every time they speak to you. Every time you lay eyes on them, you can't help yourself. Take that no-nonsense friend who's going to knock you upside your head, figuratively speaking, and is going to knock some sense into you the moment you start saying, well, maybe he's changed, or maybe she's changed. Your friend is going to be like, are you kidding me, Capricorn? Don't be a fool. They've not changed. We came here to finalize the divorce. We came here to pick up the last of your shit. We came here to pay off this fucking Verizon bill, and now we're leaving. Whatever the situation is, have a game plan. Don't go willy-nilly. I'm not telling you this, but what I am telling you is that it feels imperative. If you want that sun energy, if you want that joy, that happiness, that contentment, that bright, bright future, you gotta go back and finish something up. This is a karmic, cosmic thing, is what they're telling me. Karmic, cosmic. Right? It will repeat itself, if not with the same person, if not with the same environment, with another one. So the next relationship you get into, or the next job that you go to, or the next the next town you live in, whatever, you're going to repeat the same shit, or you're going to find yourself unable to progress because something in your past has not been finalized. And I'm telling you, as somebody who has lived through this or is living through it, patterns are hard to break if you don't consciously get a game plan together. Subjectively, I'm telling you, this is what it is. I'm not a Capricorn, don't even have Capricorn in my chart, but I'm letting you know it's true. All right? I'm working on some shit myself, okay? So, Capricorn, you like tasks, you like lists, you like to accomplish things. Get a game plan together. Go over something with a friend of yours, a trusted colleague, a trusted, business partner, whatever. Get a counselor, get a sponsor if this is about addictions, right? If this is about some type of use of substances or something like that, right? Now, beyond that, getting a plan together, 7 of Pentacles is in general about analysis. All the 7s are about analyzing, restructuring or replanning, going back over what we've accomplished so far and figuring out how to go forward, like amending things, like implementing plan B once plan A shows to be ineffective, right? Going back to the drawing board, okay? Seven of Pentacles. For some of you, this is a review of your finances, and this is restructuring money in your life, repurposing money, reallocating funds, or reallocating your salary or your savings or whatever, and really, again, figuring out the best way to get to your your Sun card. You want that more than anything else. A new opportunity, a new look, a lease on life, a new outlook, a new person, a new job, whatever. You want that so bad. You got to work for it. And if you've been working for it, if you have felt all of your effort up to this point has been for naught, it would make sense that you're just like, well, I don't know what to do. And you're uncertain, you're scared to go back, you're unsure of what to do. This Two of Pentacles is like, I don't know. And the Seven of Pentacles comes along and says, reevaluate, reconsider a plan, or like I said, go back to the drawing board. Try a new approach, okay? It might come in partnership with someone that you trust. I really feel like an advisor. I really feel like a very close friend, somebody like a ride or die. If you don't have a ride or die, put an ad on Craigslist or something, or, do something to find someone who supports you in your endeavor to get the hell away from this pattern, this cycle, whatever it is. It's hard work. Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, they're having me do the math, so that's the Nine of Pentacles. So hard work, combining this uncertainty or this apprehension, tackling it or conquering it with hard work or analysis, getting a game plan together will give you the Nine of Pentacles. What is the Nine of Pentacles in tarot? Freedom, autonomy. Nine of Pentacles, if you're unfamiliar, if you want to Google it real quick, but I can describe the image on the traditional card. It's a woman. She's standing in a garden full of 9 pentacles. She's in a golden gown. She's got a bird on her hand. She looks lush, vibrant. She is all types of independent and autonomous. She is known playfully in the tarot community as the single ladies card. The Beyonce single ladies, nobody can tell that person shit, male, female, Capricorn or not. When you have the Nine of Pentacles energy, again, 2 + 7 is 9, you are the boss of yourself, and that's what you want. That's what you want. And right next door. That's what you want. Wish come true, 9 of Cups. Wish come true, 9 of Cups. Look at this cat. Look at what he's standing in front of, and look what's in his mouth, a nice little yellow feather. This is the cat that got the canary. So, in some of your cases, and I could see a Capricorn being this way. If this has been about like a mortal enemy of yours, or like someone that you've had a deep, troublesome past with, you want to eat that person alive. I'm not shy in telling you that. If I was saying this to a Pisces, I'd be like, I think you kind of want to do it. No, Capricorn, when you have an enemy or a perceived enemy, or somebody who has been dastardly towards you, someone who has been deceptive or hurtful towards you, the moment anyone makes an enemy out of a Capricorn will want to destroy you. Or maybe not destroy you, like I said, eat you alive, consume you. It's very weird, but like that's what I'm feeling. You want to consume this thing, this person, this energy, this environment, this toxicity, this behavior, this mindset that has kept you held back. You want to consume it. Like, if I'm honest, if I get into the biology or the physiology of what happens when you eat something? It turns into shit. It turns into waste. You excrete it from your body. Like, that sounds really gross and morbid, but I think that applies for at least one of you. You want to turn this person into waste. You want to turn this toxic past, whatever it is, whoever it is, into waste. You want to be able to flush this out of your life, out of your system, completely. And that's speaking very directly to the illustration of this card. Oh my God. The tarot interpretation of this card is wishes coming true. And maybe that's your wish, is to be done of this. completely free of it, washed out of your system, flushed out of your system, processed completely out of your system. Going back to, for some of you, this having possibly something to do with addiction or substance abuse, right? What do you need to do sometimes to get over that? You got to go cold turkey. You got to let the drugs pass through your system, right? Your deepest wish is to be over this addiction, is to no longer crave the drug, the drink, the sex, the food, whatever, right? You have to have a game plan in order to get this wish fulfillment. You have to go in aware of what you're working towards and not falter from it. Don't lose yourself in the presence of the person, the drugs, the substance, the alcohol, the money. Some of you might have a gambling addiction or something, because this is Pentacles over here. So some of you, and you're, yes, whatever it is, you already know. I don't need to keep throwing examples at you guys. You know your lives. You know where your hangups are. And your awareness is going to empower you. It's going to aid you in your endeavor. Thank you. If you're aware and you hold yourself accountable and get people around you who will hold you accountable as well, Capricorn, you are due to win. I'm telling you. Yes. Now, caveat. I just said you're due to win. Caveat. Ace of Pentacles. It's a chance. It's an opportunity to win. It's an opportunity to turn over a new leaf. It's an opportunity to make good on seeds that you've planted before, or at least come into ownership of the seeds that you can plant for a more prosperous future, right? Now, you're not going to get this opportunity without doing the work, without setting up your happiness or envisioning that bright, beautiful future for yourself, realizing where your blocks are, realizing, hey, maybe I got some unfinished business somewhere. Maybe I've got some loose ends I need to tie up. Conquering, or at least acknowledging the anxieties and the apprehension that you have, calling in the troops, calling in backup, getting a game plan, and then facing down those fears, facing down those uncertainties will give you this wish fulfillment. And then after you're able to flush your enemy out of your system, whatever that is, after you consume it, chew it, digest it, and poop it out. Again, I don't know. That's such a weird visual that they gave me. But I mean, the cat literally ate the canary. But anyway, after you do that, you get the opportunity to start over. You get the opportunity because it comes right beneath the... It comes right beneath the sun. Why did I just get excited? What did I say about taking a seed, planting it in the ground? What is one of the things that you need if you plant a seed or you plant anything in the ground and you want it to grow? You need the sun. You need the sun above it, above the patch of soil, above the potted plant, to beam down onto the soil to cause that thing to sprout. That, I love when it all makes visual sense on the board. It makes visual sense in my mind. If this didn't resonate for you, that's okay. It's for the next Capricorn in line. But listen, you want the reward, not the reward. You want the opportunity. You want the golden seed to be put in your hand. Because again, with your work ethic, with your already trying your best to manifest from before, you've been trying. But it didn't, like I said, you're learning that I got to match my mind with my behavior with my mind. You now know that's part of the secret sauce of manifestation. That's one of the key ingredients. You got to match these two energetically. You got to match these two with effort and dedication, right? You know that now. So now you need to go the route to get to the seed, to get to the opportunity, the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you reset in your finances, reset in your home life or your stability, your foundation. You're leaving one place, you're moving to another place, you have a new home, a new apartment, new job, whatever. If it's not about money or things that affect your stability, some, because there's a rabbit here, a little cute little bunny rabbit. For some of you, this is a new lease on life, period. Fertility. Not necessarily to have children or to procreate, but fertility as in opportunity, as in like a new lease on life, right? Whereas before, you felt like maybe you were ending your life, or not ending your life. I don't want to take it that route, but you were sort of at the end of the road in some type of way. This is like finding a new road, finding a new pathway, and it's full of possibilities. So that's where the fertility is coming in. Possibilities, right? That's lovely. Do it, Capricorn. Do it. Now, outcome, Wheel of Fortune. Hey now, hey. Secondary major for Sagittarius. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but you don't have to be. As you can see with the glyphs here, it's also associated with the fixed signs, so Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. More than anything, they're giving me divine timing, and of course, part of this is karma, okay? Karma deals in cycles, karma deals in patterns and conditioning, right? One of the big parts of karma, or one of the one of the most layman, thank you, understandings of karma is you are here to pay a debt. And I'm just using this. I don't necessarily align with this definition, but this is how a lot of people conceive of it. This life that you're living now, you're repaying a debt for karma or things gone not so great in a previous life, or for situations that have already fallen in this lifetime, okay? So karmic debt needs repayment. And until you pay it, you're not really going to see the progress in your life that you want. You're not really going to see this wheel turn in your favor until we break the patterns, until we break these cycles, until we face our karma. And I mean, geez, I'm kicking everything. I hope you get what I'm saying. Anything else with the Wheel of Fortune? They're really showing, like, highlighting that Roman X to me, that 10. So for some of you, this has been going on for like 10 years or 10 months, 10 weeks, 10 days. That might apply for a few of you, but someone out there has been dealing with something for upwards of 10 years. And, you know, now's the time to get out of this. Now's the time to put this to rest, or to end this chapter in your life, or to, again, just end this pattern, this thing that keeps coming back, this karmic cycle for you. And it doesn't mean if you've been dealing with the same people, that you've been dealing in the same physical environment. It all will be similar. There'll be echoes of each other, you know, carbon prints of each other, right? If you've had over the past 10 years, 10 different partners, they each share some common denominator in their personality, in their behavior, in the way that they interact with you, in the way that they whatever value systems they have, whatever dysfunction they have. I don't care. There's going to be a similarity there, and you are recognizing it. And again, you need a game plan, and you need to get ready to face that and conquer it, consume it, and poop it out. That's the last time I'm going to say that, I swear. Okay. Overall energy. Here he is again. Hangman. Keeps coming up in this deck. Very interesting. Overall energy for you, Capricorn, is the 9 of Wands. So, hey, you tired. You tired. You're so tired of this. You're so tired of me talking about this in this reading. You're so tired of facing this and thinking about this and putting in your effort. But again, I think that's just like what is inspiring this whole thing. Why have we talked about this? What is the impetus of this entire reading? It's here in the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior card. It's someone who puts up a fight. It's someone who defends a position or stands up strong against adversity, and they do it over and over and over again to the point that they're bruised and they're battered and they're tired. That's noble, but that also means that you sometimes burden yourself, sometimes throw yourself into harm's way when you don't need to. That's where that 7 of Pentacles comes in, and you need to rethink your game plan. So you're tired of getting beat up in the situation. You're tired of being disappointed. You're tired of falling prey to your own weaknesses or your own shortcomings, I should say. Weaknesses is kind of harsh. So your own shortcomings. You want to no longer have to feel so bruised and battered all the time. Yeah? So don't be daunted too much by this as being the overall energy. Like I said, it's just the impetus or the reasoning of why this reading has happened or why these cards came out the way they did, okay? Capricorn, that's your reading for July. If you liked it, The like button is down below. Go ahead and hit that for me. If you want to leave a comment, let me know how those resonated in your life. I would love to read that. Go ahead and share. That'd be super cool. Speaking of sharing, there is a share button down below if you want other people to see this reading. If you think they would benefit from my message, feel free to share. And of course, guys, if you have not subscribed, why don't you consider subscribing? It'd be super fun, right? Capricorn, I'll be back very soon to do your mid-July readings. Like I said, next week I'm going to go live for Cancer. So for those who are dealing with a Cancer and you want a little look-see into what's going on in their life, feel free to drop by the chat and spend some time with me as I do readings for them. And if you do want a personal reading, that information is down in the description box, okay? Capricorn, I thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly do appreciate it. Take care.